Have you ever felt a wave of sadness, not because of something that happened, but because of something unseen? A quiet ache you can't quite explain. And then your mind jumps in. It's because I'm still single, because I haven't made enough money, or because something is missing. What if none of that is true? What if the emotions you're feeling has nothing to do with your relationship status or your bank account or how others see you? What if the real pain isn't the feeling itself, but the story you've been telling yourself about it? The story that says, I'm not enough, I'm behind, I've failed. In this video, I want to take you beneath the surface, past the noise of your thoughts, and into the deeper place where your beliefs were born. Because I've come to realize something. We don't suffer because of what we feel. We suffer because of what we believe our feelings mean. This video is for everyone who's tired of running, tired of patching up the symptoms while the real wound remain unseen. It's for the brave souls who are ready to ask, what if the outside world isn't causing my pain, but simply reflecting it? Stay with me. You are about to remember something your soul already knows. You were never broken. You were just telling yourself the wrong story. Today, I want to talk about something I've personally lived through, and I'm sharing this with you not because I have all the answers, but because I finally understood something that changed everything for me. The feeling itself is not the problem. What hurts the most is the story you attach to the feeling. The emotions isn't the pain, the story is. Every time we feel something uncomfortable, sadness, fear, frustration, or even loneliness, our mind immediately tries to explain it. We say things like, I feel like this because I'm not in a relationship, or because I don't have enough money, or because I don't feel seen or loved. But the truth is, none of these things are the real reason. There are just excuses. These are just excuses we create to make sense of an old pain, one that's already been living inside us for a long time. Here's the deeper truth. What you see outside of you is not the cause, it's the reflection, a mirror. The real cause lives within, in a story you've been telling yourself for years. So here's the magic questions you need to ask yourself every time you feel triggered, hurt, or broken. If nothing outside of me is the actual cause of this feeling, then what story am I still believing that's making me feel this way? This is where your shadow work begins. This is where we stop blaming life and start listening to ourselves. The story you tell yourself shapes your entire reality. You are not your past, but if you keep replaying the same story in your mind, you'll keep experiencing the same emotional reality again and again and again. What do I mean? If you tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm always alone, no matter what I do, I never get what I want, then your subconscious will build your life around that story. Not because it's true, but because your mind believes it. The root of anxiety is not failure. It's your fear of being seen. Most of the anxiety we feel, especially in relationships, comes from a deep fear of rejection. Your subconscious is constantly trying to protect you, so it sends you fear as a defense mechanism. But here's the truth. Freedom begins when you stop fearing being disliked. When you accept that some people won't like what you do or how you live, and that's completely okay. The goal isn't to be loved by everyone. The goal is to be real. Your success or failure doesn't define you. the meaning you give, it does. There is no such thing as absolute failure or absolute success. What makes something good or bad is the meaning you assign to it. Someone else may say through the same thing and see it as a lesson, but you see it as a proof you are not good enough. And that's what changes your future. It's not the experience itself, it's the label you stick to it. Sometimes the things we think would make us happy, money, love, fame, could actually destroy us if we are not ready for them. And sometimes the pain you are going through is your protection. Like, for example, when Jim Carrey said, "I wish everyone gets rich and famous so they could know it's not the answer." Because if you got rich or famous, or if you got all the things you think you want, that would actually won't make you happy. Like, for example, when I made my first success, even though it was a big success, the surprise was I found myself not even happy. And I started to go through a lot of dark night of the soul until I found that the answer is not in the outside. Even if you own the whole world, you'll still be facing your shadow, and this is where shadow work began. So never ever think that the answer is outside. The answer is in you. But your mind is trying to find excuses for why you are feeling this way, and all these excuses are not true. So all what you need to do is to doubt these excuses and doubt all the reasons you've been giving yourself your whole life. So start doubting these stories and start creating a new story that you want to live, because life is not a journey. Life is a dream. It's a mental dream, or it's a mental experience, not a body experience. If you've made it this far in this video, know that you are strong and your soul is waking up. You are not your emotions. You are not your old stories. You are the awareness behind them, and you can choose to believe something new. So let me ask you this. What's the story you keep telling yourself that still controls your life? And what's the new story you are ready to start believing instead? Write in the comments, and if this video spoke to your soul, share it with someone you love. Subscribe to this new channel, because here on this journey of evolution, we don't chase success. We come back home to truth. Thank you so much, and I wish you love, abundance, and happiness.